Good morning, CG. I'm Gaurav.
And I'm Elena.
And we have your CGTV broadcast for Friday, March 22nd. On April 8th, a total solar eclipse will be visible in the United States. This is a rare phenomenon that occurs when the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, blocking the sun from our view. As you've probably heard, the path of totality for this eclipse passes straight through Johnson County, and a large number of people are expected to travel into Greenwood and the surrounding areas for the event. Emma Watson brings you the story about some of the activities going on around town for the eclipse, as well as some safety advice regarding the large influx of people.
On April 8th, the solar eclipse will be visible in Johnson County from approximately 1:50 to 4:23 p.m., with totality occurring from 3:05 to 3:09. This phenomenon is expected to be one of the largest events in Indiana history, drawing hundreds of thousands of people to our state. Eric Funkhauser, the fire chief of Bargersville Fire Department, and Andy Fisher, the major of the road division at the Johnson County Sheriff's Office, give some advice on some precautions we should take to prepare for the spectacle.
Delays everywhere. If you can, stay home, obviously, to the young adults and teenagers out there, we know you're going to want to get out and see things. Just be careful. Know that your cell phones may not work. You need to be prepared for that. You need to be prepared to make sure you have gas if you do decide to leave the house. But also know that you could leave the house and it could take you several hours to get back just because of the influx of the amount of traffic that's going to be here.
And the one thing we're also saying is just, pre-plan your day. If you have a place that you want to look and see the eclipse from, it's probably better to arrive early, to get that set up and kind of know where you want to be at so you're traveling for that area. And then, the one thing that we've been pushing out this entire time is, if people want to stay late that night, it'll be better. We expect, everybody to hit the roads as soon as the eclipse is over.
One crucial expectation for April 8th is that cellular services may drop due to the mass amounts of people flooding into Johnson County.
If the amount of people come here is what they say could be possible, your cell phone, everybody's cell phones are hitting off the same towers. So it could limit what your service is. Obviously, emergency communications, law enforcement, fire, EMS are going to take priority just because we may have special arrangements with those companies and in certain services that allow us to have that, which would take priority over a civilian because of emergencies, where you may not have that. And you may not be able to, if your phone's on, it's hitting off a tower. So if there's 400,000 people, 200,000 people extra here in this county, all those cell phones are hitting off those towers, and a lot of people have multiple devices.
However, the effects of having many visitors isn't all bad. Glenn Ferris, History and Preservation Coordinator at the Artcraft Theater, covers some of the events and fundraisers taking place during the weekend of the eclipse.
Okay, so right here at the Artcraft Theater, we have an eclipse festival planned, a film festival that is. So we're showing anything that's space related. So everything from Flash Gordon, Muppets from Space, all the way up to A Trip to the Moon, which is an early 1900s silent film. So that's happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday we have A Trip to the Moon. We also have, we're part of the Eclipse Market, so in downtown Franklin we have an amphitheater, and we're selling Eclipse stickers and t-shirts down at that market in downtown Franklin. I know on Saturday, just before the eclipse, there'll be a Run for the Sun 5K in downtown Franklin. That helps raise money for Leadership Johnson County.
Even though it's going to be a busy weekend in Johnson County, Funkhauser, Fisher, and Ferris all agree on their advice to Center Grove students.
I would say enjoy it. You know what I mean? This is something that doesn't come around obviously very often. I think if you do a little bit of pre-planning and just make sure that you've got your safety items covered, your glasses, and finding a good spot. I mean, we're pretty fortunate that it gets to come right through this area. If you can handle all the people coming in and everybody that's going to enjoy it, if we get a good weather day, it's going to be a pretty neat show for everybody to be able to talk about for years to come.
Everywhere in the county, whether you're in Franklin or up in Center Grove, everywhere has tons of events happening. And they're going to be memorable, so go make those memories. Go enjoy a movie or go enjoy a 5K or anything else like that.
In Star, you will receive a pair of eclipse glasses that will safely allow you to look at the solar eclipse. Regular sunglasses will not work, so be sure to get a pair that complies with the national safety standard and enjoy your exciting day off.
Thanks, Emma.
For the past 4 years, CG has constantly had some sort of construction project going on. Classroom renovations, the new pool, and the art wing are all examples of recent additions. Recently, the construction on the tower has been underway. Jack Udrisols brings you a look at what's currently being built as some of the future plans for the building.
As many students come into the Center Grove school system, the school is always expanding. Mr. Short goes into detail about how the school is accommodating these changes.
So the reason we're expanding, is our student population continues to grow. So in order to accommodate the large volume of students, we have to have more classrooms and more space for.
18 new classrooms will be included in the expansion. Even though it is not said what teachers will be moving into them yet, it is confirmed that there will not be any art or science rooms in the brand new expansion.
These are for the most part traditional classroom spaces. We have some that are able to be collaborative spaces. There's also some collaborative spaces outside in the hallways. If you want to think about it, the new design is going to look like an X right in the middle, or a plus sign. So there's going to be some wide hallways there that have spaces designed for students to collaborate there too, just outside of the classroom, but still within reading.
During pandemic times, the lunchroom was expanded to the Hall of Excellence. The academic pavilion will have a new eating area on the bottom floor. Students will still be free to choose where they sit and which lunchroom they sit in.
So after this is all said and done, our plan is to utilize on the first floor is going to have a cafeteria area.
The expansion will be completed sometime around February 2025. This is Jack Udrisols. Back to the studio.
Thanks, Jack.
Out of 64 teams competing in March Madness, only one can take home the win. Ben Baranko and Logan Meyer quizzed some CG staff and students about their knowledge of the teams competing this year.
What's up, Trojans? My name is Ben Baranko, and today we went around and asked people some tricky tournament trivia.
Alright, what conference does the Oakland Golden Bears play in?
Yes.
Wrong.
What was it?
The Horizon League.
Alright, okay. Alright, Jackson, where is the Final Four this year?
Where's the Final Four? That is a good question. A really tough question. I don't know.
Where is McNeese State?
That's a good one. I'm gonna say Tennessee, but I don't think that's right.
Mississippi, right?
Louisiana. You guys don't know either.
I know.
He knows.
It's Louisiana.
Okay. It is in the Southwest.
Southwest. Okay, then. So that could be Texas.
How many teams play in March Madness? 25. Wrong. 68. West of Texas.
West of Texas. That could be New Mexico.
West of New Mexico. Where is McNeese State?
McNeese? I'm gonna go with like Louisiana.
He's right.
Actually?
You're right. That's crazy. Almost there.
That could be California.
Eastern California.
East California. Trying to remember now. Could be Nevada.
Right in the middle of California and New Mexico.
There are 5 teams with the mascot of a bulldog in this year's tournament. Can you name me one of them?
Gonzaga?
That's correct.
Yes. California, New Mexico for the right geography gives the test now.
Yeah, it's
below Arizona. That's Arizona?
It's Arizona.
Yeah.
Wow. Those are some pretty good answers, CG. Me personally, I think the Houston Cougars will win this year's national championship. But what do I know?
Thanks, guys.
This week in AP Lit, students have finished up their choice novel unit with accumulating projects. Students were able to choose between reading either Frankenstein or Dante's Inferno, and at the end of the unit, they were given the task of using their talents to create something that depicts a character, scene, or idea from the book they chose. Ava Cascaden and Emma Watson bring you a look on this broad project.
In Mr. Surface's AP English Literature class, seniors had the opportunity to pick between 2 novels to work with for their choice novel unit.
We had the option to either read Dante's Inferno or Frankenstein, and we pretty much got to do anything that we wanted to do that was a passion of ours that represented either a part of the book, an important component, or the book as a whole.
At the end of the unit, students were told to use their talents to show an idea from their novel, and the results were various.
I decided to read Dante's Inferno, and I decided to do a 9-layer diorama pretty much, which was a reach, but I did it.
Well, I had a lot of ideas for my project, and the one thing I wanted to do was do something that was really fun and something I really enjoy to do because I wanted to reflect a bit of myself in this project. But also, a couple of my favorite themes from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein was the ideas of like the right to create life and the isolation that comes with not being accepted into society. And so I wanted to purposely pick something that could touch on that, and I found that making a game where I get to kind of control and reset a scene can almost emphasize those themes in a shorter amount of time, and so I thought that doing a game would do that perfectly.
This kind of freedom is rare for school projects, but students embraced the task and enjoyed this new project style.
This would be like the perfect idea for a project for a unit. I think there's nothing that better reflects how well you know something than giving you the opportunity to do whatever you would like with some content that you've like learned.
This type of project was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I felt no pressure going into the project, and I really appreciate the teacher doing that considering all the other classes that we have going on. But I also thought that it was a cool opportunity to kind of just do what I wanted, do something different. We had people do Minecraft World and stuff like that, so it was kind of fun to do what I wanted to do. And by him also giving us so much freedom, it just made me want to put that much more effort into it to make it different.
While many projects were either digital or temporary, some works from this year and previous years continue to decorate Mr. Surface's classroom.
Thanks, guys.
Spring sports are starting up, which includes the start of girls tennis. Evan Neiswanger meets with Lauren Dick to talk about the upcoming season, as well as learn how to return a serve.
What's up, Trojans? I'm Evan Neiswanger. Today we're at the tennis courts with Lauren Dick. What's up, Lauren?
Hey, what's up?
So obviously everyone knows that Iwu Commit is a dangerous server. So today I'm going to try to return one serve. That's my goal. She's got 5. I used to play tennis on Tuesdays with my mom after she picked me up from the YMCA. So I've got a little bit of experience. Does that worry you?
Not really.
All right, let's get to it.
Unfortunately, the wind was absolutely unbearable, so I'll walk you through what's going on here. So first serve, absolute bullet. I swung at it, completely missed. You won't believe how fast these things actually go. Second one, not really even much of a hit, kind of like a Hail Mary, just lofted up in the air. Maybe it'll get across. But we're going to switch angles now, see how Lauren does it. Bang. Yeah, same result. I'm not seeing it right. But we keep moving. And this one, I make a little bit of contact, which was better than I've done all day. I think that's the first one that I really actually hit the ball. Here's another angle. Kind of a tricky shot. Took a weird turn. But, Evan, what do you have to say about it?
All right, so that was very hard. You wouldn't believe how fast tennis balls move, contrary to what the eye says. So we're going to switch it a little bit. I'm going to try to serve to Lauren. We'll see how that goes.
So first thing I do is a little 1-2 dribble. I noticed Lauren does it. It gave me some confidence. And my first hit, I was surprised at the contact that I made. But my second one, I overshoot it. It goes over the fence and ruins a JV practice.
That was a lot harder than I thought. Lauren, what were your thoughts?
I was just serving like normal.
Okay. Lauren informed me that there's different types of serves, similar to baseball, curveball, splits, whatnot. What's your favorite one to throw? To hit?
Kick serve.
What's a kick serve?
So it bounces and then it'll bounce to the left, or you can get it to go to the right. So it just moves the player around the court. When it bounces, they don't expect it.
She hit that on me, and I didn't know what to do either.
Wow, Lauren really wiped the floor with me. I think I'm going to stick with lacrosse. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Evan.
That's all we have for you today, CG.
Bye.